All righty, we're gonna lower this a bit so it's then we're gonna go to so you can see all the faces. All righty, we're ready for questions for Coach.
Hey, Coach. Just Hunter Coleman stepping up, doing exactly what he's done all season, but in a starting role. What can you say about him that hasn't already been said with his ability to come up clutch?
Well, I mean, you talk about the definition of writing yourself in the lineup. He certainly did that and validated it again tonight with a great performance, and couldn't be more proud of our team all the way around. I mean, we played with intensity for 9 innings, and it was a hard-fought win when we needed it most, certainly.
I mean, it was kind of a textbook just example of plate discipline in that 7th inning, because you have 5 batters that go to a full count and 4 of those produce what would be those runs. How important was just that patience tonight?
Well, it was very important. I mean, there were some tough pitches throughout that inning that the guys fouled off to get deep into the count and fouled off with 2 strikes to set some things up. And certainly Hunter had the big hit, and, we still left a couple of runs out there. But, this is as good a game as we played all year long in every facet. Our intensity, our effort, our attitude was what it takes to win in this conference.
It did seem like there was a lot more noise coming out of y'all's dugout. Was that a conscious thing coming into this game? Was that something y'all talked about, or was that just...
Absolutely. I mean, you only get 30 of these, and when you go out and take the field, everybody's got talent. I mean, what is it that's going to separate us from everyone else? And we've got to have all 38 guys hooked in, locked in, pulling the same direction, and we certainly had that tonight.
For all the big hits that y'all had tonight, it seemed like maybe the most pivotal moment in the game was that strikeout Joswalk got in the 7th. They had to sit down their 2 best hitters to be able to get out of that inning. What did you see? What especially that last at bat? It seems like what you said. It seems like him pitching angry.
Well, and when he's got a chip on his shoulder and an edge, he goes from being really good to special. And I just felt like it was time to get Dustin. He was magnificent tonight, and that guy had gotten a couple of hits off him earlier, and he certainly got us off the field. Jaws got us off the field, kept the momentum and the lead in our dugout.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Travis.
Coach, you mentioned Dustin Stein being marvelous tonight. Obviously, last week it was kind of a rough start. What was said to him over the week that you guys were able to get him back on track for what was a great outing from him?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like Bryce Miller when you ask me, and when those guys are able to command the fastball to their glove side, everything else falls into place. When their direction is what it needs to be, then all the pitches are on point. And, against a dominant right-handed hitting lineup, he had to be able to execute the fastball to his glove side, and then the slider played off that through a couple of change-ups in there as well. But he was really good tonight, and comfortable on his own mound with his fans and the 12th man in the stands. And when you're an Aggie and you have the 12th man pulling for you, it's a comfortable place to be.
Another guy, you only had to use 2 pitchers. Chandler Joswiak also very good today. How does that help your bullpen usage and your pitching staff going forward as you guys are going to feel a little light this weekend?
Well, we are a little bit light, and that's certainly why we were able to let Jaws finish that game, and those runs in the 7th inning proved to be huge. And had we not cashed in right there, we're probably going to use 2 more pitchers to get through those last 6 outs. And, that was a little bit of breathing room, and certainly Jaws made that stand up.
And then sorry, lost my train of thought. Will Frizzell, nice night, double the other way, kind of scuffling a bit. What does it say about his approach to the game that he's able to come through with a hit there late in the game?
Well, Will Frizzell's not struggling at all. I mean, he is the guy that you circle in our lineup, and he's going to get pitch tough each and every at bat from the first inning to the last inning. And he by far and away is our best hitter, and with our best approach, certainly.
And with Joswiak, I know he threw 52 pitches. What is his availability for the rest of the weekend?
I would say he's not available for the rest of the weekend after tonight. That would be my gut feeling.
And win the first game of a series in that 4-game losing streak. What was the message of the ball club after the game, and how good does it feel to get off the schneid?
Well, incredibly good. I mean, after the game, that's what it's supposed to look like from everyone that has a uniform on. I mean, everybody was locked in, sold out, and into the game. I mean, when you have that kind of energy, everybody feeds off of that, and that's what it's supposed to look like.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
All righty.
Hey, sorry, Coach. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, just thought of one more. I know he touched on it, but how much time have y'all had to know that there's going to be a little bit of shuffle in the lineup this weekend, and how does that change maybe your approach or change your approach for the weekend?
Had an idea for about 36 hours, so it was not a shock.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thanks again. We got Chandler Joseph for.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Did I think you're sorry? If he wants it, he can have it.
All right, we got Dustin Science first. I got bait and switched.
Hey, Dustin. Feel good to be able to kind of get off. Is there a little bit of weight of the shoulders off to be able to get that first SEC win, especially how last weekend went, and kind of move forward from there?
Yeah, I mean, just to get this first SEC win is the best feeling we could all ask for, all 38 of us. And we had a little rough patch, and for us to go out there and set the tone and do what we do best and get this first win off of Georgia is something special to us.
Yeah. What do you feel like was working for you today? And I mean, especially that top of the lineup is as salty as you might face in the SEC, and what y'all were able to do to with Collins and Connor Tate tonight too.
Yeah, I mean, just all my trust is in Coach Childress and Mikey Hunter's hands. I mean, they did a really good job calling pitches and calling the game, and my trust is behind them. And I just got to go out there and do my best and give my team the best chance to win.
Thanks, man.
Dustin, the offense got you a run in the second, and Georgia got it right back in the third. But then the offense came through for you once more at the bottom half of that inning. How great did it feel, and what does that do for your mentality when your offense is showing they've got your back?
Yeah, it's all about throwing that first punch. And when we threw that first punch, I tried to do my best to get hang another zero out there for my team. And although they did put another run up, but just getting a little shutdown inning is what we call it here, and getting my team the best chance to win is something that we abide by here, something we live by. So,
thank you, Dustin.
Thanks and gig 'em.
All righty, thanks and gig 'em. And then we got Chandler Joseph coming. Hey, if you see Hunter back.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Chandler, how's it going?
Good. How you?
Great. Hey, I really keyed in on what you were able to do there in the seventh. You get some runners on there, and you have to strike out both Collins and Connor Tate. What do you remember about those at bats, especially the Connor Tate one to end the inning with two of the SEC's best hitters, and you have to come in to shut those down to kind of hold the game?
Honestly, I did not know they were two of their best hitters. It's kind of just, you go out there and you treat every pitch the same, every hitter the same, just fill it up, get ahead. And that was the main thing that inning, just making sure I got ahead to where, to keep them guessing, not to get in the hitter's count, not to expect the fastball, but to keep them guessing and making sure the slider was down and in, and just making sure I kept the momentum on our side. That's my job, is to keep the momentum and to get us off the field when, our starter comes out or when we need to get the job done, just being aggressive and getting ahead.
But that last pitch on Tate to end the inning, was that a fastball low and away?
Yes, it was. It was, I came in and I told Mikey Hunter that was probably the most my fastballs ever ran away from a right-handed hitter. So, yeah. Yeah,
and I know Coach has said that you this season you've been out there pitching angry and pitching with emotion. Was that exactly kind of what got you through that pitch? Because I think there was a little bit of emotion after you got out of that inning.
Oh, 100%. When I'm coming in the game, in the dugout, in the bullpen, I like to stay loose. I'm a fun guy. I like to be laughing, having fun, not being too stressed out. But once I get on that mound, it's a whole new person. It's like you turn a switch on where you were absolutely locked in. And like I said, my job is to keep the momentum, get us momentum. So when I come out on that field, I'm trying to, in some form embarrass that team to make sure our team is getting going.
Yeah. And then finally, I know you spent just a little bit of time in the dugout, but it seemed like there was a lot more energy, a lot more chatter from the dugout. Was that a cognizant thing that y'all said to kind of bring some energy?
100%. After the Rice game, we had a long talk, and then Wednesday night we had another long talk, and it was just, we need to bring more energy. We need to get excited for the small things. We need to get excited for the walks, the sack bunts, the sack flies, and we have a lot of guys on our pitching staff that strike out a lot of people. So it becomes so normal that people don't get excited for it. And we kind of had to talk, like, you got to stay up no matter what the score is, who's on the mound, what we're doing, and lose or winning, we have to be up in the dugout. The intent has to be there the whole game.
And it seems like from what you do out there is that do you feel like a lot of that falls squarely on your shoulders, especially on the field, to be an energy guy?
100%. A lot of people, kind of mess with me for, we could be up 7-0 or something. And if I strike the last guy out, I'm going to come off the mound doing something. And, I may get messed with it, but it gets us going. It gets the team going. And that's the only reason I'm doing it.
Do you remember what you said coming off the mound? Was it just a scream or did you say something?
I said something, but I probably shouldn't say it on here.
That's cool. All right. Thanks.
Chandler, I think Travis pretty much covered it, man. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
All right, thanks and gig 'em, and then we got Hunter Coleman to wrap her up.
Hey, man, I'm going to take credit for this today because of the story before. How much big night for the Coleman family?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What was it like being back in the lineup and then also being right there with your brother?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know when the last time me or he and I hit back to back, but it's kind of cool, getting on base, being able to see his at bats from second base made a little different view than what I normally get, and he put some good at bats together tonight, and he was a big part of why we won today.
Mm-hmm. And the experience you had in that pinch hitting role, we talked about how important those single at bats can be. How much did that play into that at bat in the seventh? I know Coach Pennington said a lot of what helped you in that is actually your eyes and your ability to have plate discipline. How much did all that culminate into that kind of at bat?
Yeah, definitely. We set up that inning well. We got the first three guys on base, had the bases loaded for me, and just looking for a pitch out over the plate to hit and score those guys and keep moving the line along. I don't know how many innings we had. 6, 7 hitters get up to the plate in an inning. So our goal is to touch as many bases as we can. I don't know what the number was, but I know we met our goal tonight for touching bases for sure.
Sure. And how much is it a weight off the shoulders to get that first SEC win and start moving in that direction? Yeah,
definitely. It's huge. Wins in the SEC are hard to come by. Every weekend you got to be at your best, and to win on Friday night sets you up great for the weekend. Celebrate this one tonight and be ready to go do it again tomorrow.
Appreciate it, man.
Under that at bat in the 7th innings, tight ball game, 4-3. You come through in the clutch, get the big hit. Mentally, what are you thinking at the plate when the ball comes off your bat that way? How exciting is that for you?
Yeah, definitely. It's very exciting. I think our dugout was in it all night, and definitely gave us a lot of motivation at the plate, 1 through 9, just to get the job done. And I just so happened to be up there at the time, just trying to keep the line moving, keep the bus rolling. So it was definitely huge for us.
I hit that home run, and you were on base. How cool and how special is it to get to celebrate with your brother at the plate when somebody comes up with a big hit?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I was running on that pitch or what. I can't remember, but I just remember being halfway between second and third, yelling at the ball to get up, and stay fair. And thank God it did. I don't know how much it was fair by. It hit the pole, and then I think it bounced in foul territory. So it was on that side of the pole. Is big for us. Game of inches for sure.
So which parent's going to be the first one to contact you guys after the big night for both of you?
They're in town, so we'll see. I'll get to go see them both in person. They came down to watch this weekend, and I'm glad, Ty and I could kind of make it worth their trip for a little bit.
Thank you, Hunter. Congratulations.
All righty. I think that'll do it. Any more questions? Going. Thanks and good.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Thank you.